Hello, and we're back for another week of me, Darren, with the social media representatives at the University of Huddersfield. And this week I want to tell you about a personal experience that I recently went through, and it's a perfect example for another episode of The Student Mind. So the topic for this week is stress, and stress is something that most university students, including myself, who I never thought I would ever get stressed, I get stressed, and so does everybody else, so it's an important thing to talk about. About a week ago now, I returned to university after Christmas, and I had a long period where I was at home. And I've never been a big homey person. I've been okay being away from home, and it's one of the reasons why I came to university. But I think recently I've really gotten used to the idea of being at home since I now commute as a postgraduate student, and it's kind of increased my fondness of being at home. So when I went back to university and I was planning on staying for a week at a friend's house, it was strange to me, and just the strangeness was strange because it's something that I'm actually not used to, being homesick. And of course, because it was a new place that my friends had moved into, they didn't have all the necessities that I was used to. They had no internet, for example, and it was impossible for me to do as much work as I needed to in that week in that area. Ultimately, all of this stuff really started to stress me out, and with someone who doesn't get stressed a lot, I tend to not be able to deal with it very well. But I really just stopped for a second and had to think to myself, what can I do to make myself not stressed? So I want to give you 3 tips to help you de-stress when you're in a really tight situation. Tip 1, take 5 or 10 minutes to just do nothing at all. Maybe take a bath or a shower, or just sit down and watch some TV for a bit. And you have to force yourself not to worry about the things that are stressing you out, even for a moment. Step 2, go find some of your friends and get them to distract you, because I have to say that's a huge help. Step 3, think about where you are happiest, where you are most relaxed, your happy place, and if it's a real place, go to it and spend some time there. Stress is a part of life, and though it may seem tough at times, it's also necessary because it forces us to do what we need to do. And sometimes stress can be there to tell us that we really haven't been doing enough recently, and it can give us a reminder that we should be working hard towards things that we care about. So ultimately, stress is a good thing, and that's important to remember. I hope I've helped you out in some way if you've been stressed recently. I'm Darren Martin for the University of Huddersfield Social Media Representatives. I will see you next time.